In hour 15, we begin to review a few patterns related to the nouns and object pronouns. It's hour 15, excuse me. This is an introduction to the pattern. This is where I teach my niece. This is what you're looking at now, and the two PDFs. First, a review of patterns. Please repeat or answer the question. Is it worth going to see it? What did she keep you from doing? There was no use telling him that. When were you thinking about coming? Who did she happen to give it to? Did you get him to take it to her? When would you rather go back to see her? Where is she going to be meeting him? Doesn't it feel like it is hotter than yesterday? Who heard you say that? Is it all right not to give it to him? What has he been eating? Where do you feel like going out to eat? Who helped you to teach that class? What is the difference between this and that? Aren't you as old as him? Who wound up going there? Didn't you have fun shopping with her? Was she too full to eat more? Who had trouble showing you that? When did you used to be with her? Are you used to talking to her? Where does he look forward to swimming? Didn't he wind up getting a prize? Did he used to own a more expensive car? Were you happy he did it? When will you be ready to eat it? Who hopes to join you there? They ought to take the test tomorrow. Won't she be going with you? Who got to go back to see it? When did you get the chance to talk to her? Doesn't it sound like they don't plan on going back? They couldn't help but like it. Who got you to take it to her? When will you be done studying? Did she have to buy the cheapest gift? Where would he talk to her the most? Does he tend to work the hardest? Isn't that almost the same as this? Was that the least expensive food there? When did she manage to get a hold of him? Weren't they too tired to go on? Did they go on talking all night? Is he going to be the best teacher? Is your house similar to her house? Very good. We go back down to hour 15. To the first PDF here. Sometimes students get confused with how much and how many. Here is the simple rule. How much you use with plural nouns not ending in S. So money is plural, no S, you use how much. Here are the 4 exceptions. These are all plural, they do not have S. Children, people, men, women. You use how many. How many you use with plural nouns ending in S. How many pens do you have? How many children did you see? How many men did you meet? So once again, if it ends in S, you use how many. Except these 4, these are used with how many. If it does not end in S, you use money. You use how much. How much food do you have? Food does not have an S, so you put how much. How many books did she have to buy? S, you have to use how many. When you tend to be more specific, how many of the and the noun, how many of the, it follows the same rules that you see here. How much of the cake did he eat? How many of the students need to take the test? So how many students need to take the test? How many of the students need to take the test? It is the same, but this tends to be more specific when you're talking. Below here you find qualifiers, which are used a great deal. The qualifier can either be all the or all of the. This addition of there's little, if any, difference. It just sounds good sometimes. So he ate all the food, he ate all of the food, it is the same. She met all the children, she met all of the children, exactly the same. So I've put some percentage here to give you an idea of how you qualify a noun. You know, most of the men like her. Almost all the. A lot of the people came. 50%? You know, half the people. Half of the people. Half of the people. 30%, some of the people, a few of the people, part of the group. If you just one or two, one person came, one of the people came. You can put a percentage in here, 20% of the people came. Or if it's a 0%, it's none of the people came. So let me ask you a few questions here. Please answer. Did he have to buy all of the food? Is he going to be taking a lot of the children? Is it all right to bring some money? Didn't many of the kids need to drop by there? Were you able to see some of your relatives? Did he get you to bring a few of the books? Do you plan on giving her part of the cake? Did 30% of the people show up? Were all of them going to be coming back to see her? Don't many of the kids try to study hard? Is it all right to bring a lot of the kids with me? Did a few of the kids almost fall down? Did you happen to meet some of the teachers there? Okay, with some can be put in front of most plural nouns. there is no change of meaning. If we go back to the second PDF, I want to show you something. With plural nouns or pronouns, some of the people, some of them, some of his clothes, some and any. In a question form, they are both used. For example, do you know some of his friends? Do you know any of his friends? The negative question, don't you want to meet some of the girls? Don't you plan on meeting any of the girls? So some and any, it literally has no meaning, but it can be attached to a plural noun and it just flows naturally. In a sentence, however, there's any does not seem to be used with a negative sentence. I bought any candy is not used. I bought some candy. In a negative sentence, there are some exceptions here. I would try to stay away from some with a negative sentence. It's a little confusing at the beginning. So just treat it just the way you do any in a positive sentence. Any can be used in any negative sentence. So, did you buy any of the food? I didn't buy any of the food. I bought some food. So generally, although I put this exceptions here, in the beginning, just treat this as a no. Just don't use it in a negative sentence. The reason I put it here is, yes, if it's the subject of a sentence, some of the people didn't like it. That is a negative sentence. If it's the object of the sentence, he didn't like some of the food, it's not generally used that much. So it's a little tricky here, so just stay away from it, I would say in the beginning. Once again, of the is just more specific if all of you know what you're talking about. So please either repeat or answer the question. Do you feel like buying any of the books? Did he get you to take any of the money? Did you decide to buy some food? Did any of the people try to contact you? Are some of the kids ready to go? Wouldn't any of the people rather go tomorrow? Did you happen to meet any of her friends? Didn't you see her take some of the food? He had better bring some money. Did you hear any of them talking about her? Did you have a hard time solving any of the problems? Did you have fun staying at some of their houses? So once again, some and any added to a plural noun. It adds no meaning. It just flows very nicely. You should try to both recognize it when people speak and use it. So once again, to review, we have how much and how many. How many people came? All of the people came. How much of the pie did you eat? I ate a lot of the pie. So how much and how many, when you ask the question, there's going to be a qualifier here of a percentage of what you did. So you have to know that. Plus another thing, if we go here to hour 15, we did how much, how many, some of the, all of, most of the, almost all of. These are also what kind of, what type of, what sort of. A noun is put here. These are the same. What kind of food do you like? What type of food do you like? What sort of food? It is the same. This is very general. What kind of ice cream do you like? What type of books do you like reading? If you want to be more specific, what or which are used. Very specific here. This is very general, what kind of music does he listen to? It's very, very general. What song do you want to sing? What in a noun? What song do you want to sing is very specific. Which book did you read is very specific. What type of book do you like to read is very, very general. I like to read fiction. I like to read science fiction. I like to read nonfiction. So these are used a lot with, if you want to be general before the noun, if you want to be very specific. What city do you live in? Which company do you work with? What kind of things do you sell? More general. Finally here, these are two alternatives to saying how is. How is the movie? How is that city? How is that beer? So instead of how is, you can use how do you like that beer? Or what is that beer like? How is the weather? What is the weather like? How do you like her? I like her a lot. What is she like? You put a subject pronoun here. What is he like? How do you like him? This takes the object pronoun. How do you like him? How do you like her? How do you like them? This takes the subject pronoun. What is he like? What are they like? It's the same as how is. How is she? How do you like her? What is she like? It is the same. Students overuse how is. So try to use these other variations to expand your use of patterns. Thank you.